Good morning. We will start session 7 on chapter Force and Laws of Motion. So we started with the in-text numericals. We also have completed the worked examples based on force. And now in today's session, we will cover the worked examples based on conservation of momentum. So page number 124, example 9.6. I'll consider again from the first one. Numbering you know children. Yesterday's what was the last question number? Go accordingly. This is the same sum what we had done in the in-text questions. In between the questions. A bullet of mass 20 grams. So mass of bullet M1 is equal to 20 grams. You know that you have to convert this in terms of kg. 0.02 kg. Mass always in terms of kg. Is horizontally fired with a velocity of 150 meters per second from a pistol of mass 2 kg. That means mass of pistol. Let's complete the mass part first. Mass of pistol rifle. Okay. M2 is equal to 2 kg. So next, velocity of, or just velocity only we will write, velocity of bullet. Initial velocity, that's right. Initial velocity of bullet. Bullet is at rest, right? So U1 is equal to 0. And initial velocity of pistol. Pistol is also at rest. So U2 is equal to 0. Both are 0 because both are at rest. Now what is moving here? A bullet is moving with a velocity. Pistol will not move. Pistol will have a recoil velocity. Final velocity of bullet, that is V1 is equal to how much? 150 meters per second, and final velocity of pistol V2. That is what we have to find out. This is nothing but recoil velocity, right? Which will come in negative. This is the same children yesterday's sum. So what we will write here now? Total momentum before firing is equal to total momentum after firing. You have to write that. What is the formula? M1U1 plus M2U2 is equal to M1V1 plus M2V2. Substitute in this and you will get V2 value as negative. This part you will complete it. Answer I will tell you what it will be. Anyhow, it is a worked example only. Minus 1.5 meters per second. Where negative sign indicates the recoil of the pistol. You complete this by substituting the values what we have given, and this will be the answer. Complete this sum. We'll go with the next one. Next one is again similar, but remember that we can use this complete formula M1U1 and M2U2 only when we have something, a bullet is fired from the pistol. There it works out clearly. In the next two sums what we are doing, we apply the same formula. You will understand how the mass is considered in that case. We'll start with the next one. We'll first read the question. A girl of mass 40 kg jumps with a horizontal velocity of 5 meters per second onto a stationary cart with a frictionless wheels. The mass of the cart is 3 kg. What is her velocity as the cart starts moving? Now this is also the same sum with respect to the previous what we had done, that was about law of conservation of momentum. So we had done till now was total momentum before firing was equal to total momentum after firing. So here also it is total momentum before jumping on the cart is same as the total momentum after jumping on the cart. But the difference here is children, when the bullet is fired from the gun, so initially when the bullet and the gun masses will be double, it will be doubled, right? What is the mass of the bullet? Mass of the gun, it is in the same place. But what will happen when we fire? Only the bullet goes. the gun remains there only. But here what is happening? The girl is on the cart. She is jumping on the cart. That means the mass of the girl and the cart is added up there. Not doubled, sorry, added up there. But there bullet and gun was not added because bullet moves separately and the gun recoils separately. So that was a complete different concept about bullet and gun. So here onwards what different types of sums when we get, that main phenomena is the same, that is momentum thing is the same, but a bit concept is different. Let's understand. Let's first try the given mass of the girl. So here we will consider now as girl and cart. Girl as 1 and cart as 2. So again, instead of writing mass of the girl, mass of the cart, let's just reduce that. M1 is equal to 40 kg. Shall I write like this? Jumps with a horizontal velocity. U1 is equal to 5 meters per second. Then next what we have, N2 is equal to, it is actually 3 kg, but actually who is jumping on the cart now? The girl is jumping on the cart. So shall I write here plus 40 kg after jumping? Original mass of the cart is 3 kg only, but the girl is jumping on that, right? Then the cart starts moving, so which is nothing but 43 kg. Now what happens here about the velocity? Velocity of the girl and velocity of the cart, they are the same. Why? Because they collide. Once they collide, they start moving together. So now velocity of the girl and velocity of the cart will be the same, which is nothing but v. V1 is girl, 1 is girl, 2 is cart. In this case what will happen, because both this will come on each other and they start moving. In bullet and gun it was not the same. When they come together, but only bullet is fired with the velocity it goes. Gun remains there only, right? That difference what you have to understand here. Both will have the same velocity. Now apply the usual formula. Total momentum before jumping is equal to total momentum after jumping. What we write? The formula remains the same. M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to, that we forgot to write. Initial momentum of the girl, initial momentum of the cart is 0. The cart is stationary. That one thing I had to write here. So this is what here now. The next is V1 is equal to V2. So directly I can write here as M1 plus M2 of V. Actually I need not mention here it as 43 as of now, because here anyhow we take 43. That gets added up. If I write 43, you will get confused again. What you will do? 3 plus 43 you will make it. Anyhow we are adding. So what we will do here is, we will take this as 3 kg only. After jumping, anyhow we are adding it. Okay, anyhow children. Or directly you can write here as M2, because mass becomes, if you are writing it like this, M1 plus M2 of V, write here M2 as only 3 kg. If you are writing this formula as directly M2 of V. Why? Because M2 is nothing but mass of the girl plus mass of the cart. Only M2 value. That time you should write here what value? M2 is equal to 3 plus 40, 43. But explain why. Mass of the, after jumping. That should be reduced. Don't get confused with these two things. So let's follow this. Let us substitute the values and find out. M1 is 40, U is 5 plus U2 is 0 anyhow, so I'll write this as 0 is equal to M1 plus M2, that is 3 plus 40 of V. So 200 is equal to 43V. V is equal to 200 by 43 and answer is 4.65 meters per second. It will be plus because they are going in the same direction. Right? We have another similar sum, similar to this, what you can say. Momentum sums. See, momentum sums, initially what you feel is they are a bit confusing, but if you understand the concept of these momentum sums, they are actually very simple. Let's solve the next one. So I'll keep these things as it is because I will require them before. Okay, I'll only rub these things. Third one, two hockey players of opposite teams, while trying to hit a hockey ball on the ground, collide immediately, become entangled. One has a mass, so we'll take this as player 1 and player 2. So player 1 has a mass of how much? 60 kg, and player 2 has a mass of 55 kg. Okay, has a mass of 60 kg, was moving with a velocity 5 meters per second. Assume that he was moving like this. First player was moving like this. Okay, and while the other has a mass of 55 kg, was moving faster with a velocity 6 meters per second towards the first player. Means it's coming in the opposite direction. We'll consider that as negative. It's coming in the opposite direction, children. So, in which direction, with what velocity will they move after they become entangled? Now, once they become entangled, the velocities will become same. That means it is the common velocity which they move after they entangle each other, after they come and collide with each other, velocity will be the same. So, V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 2, right? So, we will again start with our usual thing here. Total momentum before colliding we will use, or before entangled, is equal to total momentum after getting entangled. So, substitute here. So, M1 is 60 into 5 plus 55 into minus 6 is equal to, of course, the mass will become the same because when they get entangled, the mass gets added up as what we have told, as what we have discussed. So, what is the mass? 60 plus 55 of V. So, 6 5s are 30 minus 55, 6 are 330. That is equal to, now 55 plus 6 is 115 V, minus 30 is equal to 115 V, V is equal to 30 upon 115. So, V will be, you will get definitely, oh sorry, minus sign I forgot, V will come in minus, because the player is coming in the opposite direction, they get entangled, and when they move, they have to move in the other direction only. So, answer directly I will write here, minus 0.26 meters per second. Do the cancellation, how to divide it I have told you. Go with the simple, cancel that with the simplest fraction and start dividing by writing that tables, right? So, the conclusion is given here. Thus, the two entangled players would move with a velocity of 0.26 meters per second from right to left, that is in the direction of the second player was moving before collision. Direction is not important to write. When you have written this minus sign, it is understood in which direction are they moving, right? So, I would like to conclude today's session with only this momentum sums because I want you all to understand this thoroughly. Then we can start with the exercise numericals from the next session.